I'm gonna have to use the mic on my camera for now. I don't know if you can you hear me now? I'm probably faint because for whatever reason my main mic is not working. Probably should have checked this earlier. Is the sound any better? Is the sound any better? What a joke. What can I do? So I'm probably going to be faint. Because if I restart my computer, well, I guess I won't be needing. That's so weird. I won't be needing my headphones. But okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to restart. Okay. If it's loud and clear, we banging, we hanging and banging. All right, let's let's do this line work. You can't take these days for granted where you think it's going to be smooth sailing. Let me see. I'm thinking going with a smaller brush, but I'm going to see if I can control the lines in this. But Janier, thanks for the assist. It's greatly appreciated. I don't normally do the line work when I'm painting because I want it to look painterly and not have any holding lines, if that makes sense. So I don't normally match the artwork in that way. But I think this one would look pretty good. If I kept it looking as close to the comic book reference as possible. So we shall see. I could probably use a smaller brush. What's this, a 5? I got a 4 and a 3. I got a 3 in here I can use. CJ, have you hung around my channel before? If not, thank you and welcome. If you have, welcome back. I'm gonna take these three, the 3 and the 2 out. Let's do this one. What's up, Saboteur? That's weird. I'm getting a weird audio.
Yeah.
I think I hear it coming out of my MacBook. Am I not muted?
Oh, so I got confused. I thought for some reason I was like, I wonder if he was on the spot. You know what I mean? So I was like, I wonder if they meant that.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Yeah, bro. Trying to keep me sane. Trying out these cheap. I shouldn't say cheap. These inexpensive. Oh no! I didn't know I smudged his. When did I do that? Oh, you guys didn't tell me. See if I can work on the line work here. Ooh, I like it. Spent so much time trying to work and experiment on inking, and then I don't really use that practice when I'm painting. Yeah, we're gonna have, see if we can merge the two practices and make it happen. I don't remember when that happened. But good morning, you guys. It's good morning. It's morning for me, so good morning. Tonight use absolute black. I'm using brown, a dark brown, brown mixed with black. I'm using the same palette from yesterday. Here, I'll scooch it over so you can see all the mess here. I haven't sprayed any water on it. I'm just going to reactivate it with the brush. Because I don't want it to pull up any other paint underneath. One of the things I love the most about brush work is that ability to vary line weight with just a little push of the brush bristles. Very satisfying. Okay, man, I woke up today, man, with a really funky feeling, man, of art creatively. As if I was in a standstill. That's what it felt like. And I think it's because I'm trying to study and embrace a lot of different things. And it's a good thing to feel the way I feel, even though it feels sucky, because it means that I'm not trying to settle. So I think I'm hitting a corner creatively, and I just don't know what's on the other side right now. But I'm just curious. But it's frustrating because I've been on a pretty good tear. But yeah, I just think that I'm looking at way too many things, trying to do way too many things, or incorporate a bunch of different things, and I think it was getting a bit overwhelming. Nobody's fault but my own. If any of that makes sense, but it's a good thing. It means I'm not settling. It means that I am trying to get better, and that is it's a good sign. If you're a young artist, it's a good sign if you're frustrated. Don't be too frustrated that you want to quit. Be frustrated enough that you want to keep going. So taking a piece like this that's not my own, it's an homage, it's a copy, it's a swipe, whatever you want to call it. It's a study. And here I'm trying a bunch of different things that I want to do. Incorporate comic book line art in my painting. Incorporating styles from artists that I appreciate, like Beasley and Fabry. And the era of pulp comics and stuff like that. So it was a weird feeling that I still have, but I am embracing it, because what happens is I grabbed a bunch of comic books that I have next to me that I'm going to look at and study some more. You know, here, I'll show you some. Some Sergeant Rock. These are amazing, man. Oh, let me stop my tape. These are some dark stories. I didn't read these when I was little. These weren't really for me. Again, I started in the mid to late 80s, and there was X-Men or bust. But reading these now as an adult, these are some dark stories, and they're based on Easy Company. I enjoy Band of Brothers, that series that came out almost 20 years now, I think. And it's Easy Company, so I thought that was kind of cool. Some old Hulk stuff that I'm going to look at. I think this might be a Byrne. That looks Byrne-ish. He doesn't have his name in here. Some old Fantastic Four stuff. Some not Ramita. Some John Buscema. Tarzan. It's everywhere. My mind is all over the place, but I love the figures. I love the way they render. I'm going to see if I can incorporate some of that into my studies. Of course. Dude, and I'm not fluffing on you, the way you build character and body and form, I'm amazed by it. I'm going to be looking at your stuff a lot. some shadow because of my pulp stuff. You see, like, do you understand why I feel frustrated? How my mind is grabbing at so many different ingredients to make this stew that's in my coconut. Some bizarre adventure, some early Howard Shakin, some early George Perez in here. And of course, the OG, Brian Boland's. His figure work and world building is just out of this world. Yes, Sabo, he did the cover and the art. This was his run. It was pretty good. I'm not so sure how I like his version of Rogue and them, but it grows on you. That era of punk rockage. A lot of sleeveless vests and chokers and buckles. Alright, hold on, man. I can hear myself through my Mac Mini, and it is bothering me. So, after this, I'm going to have to restart my computer anyway. Yeah, so I had bought, I'll be right back.
Yeah. He said, yeah.
I bought this thing. And loved it so much. I showed you this already. I bought this for this cover alone, which I'm going to redo. I'm going to do that cover. I wanted to do an homage to this cover, but changing the figures to, I don't know, to Kingpin and Daredevil. I think that'd be kind of cool. But that's Alan Davis. Yeah, when he came back, it was, I'm trying to remember. I have it somewhere. Legacies, Fatal Attractions, Under the Gun. I think it's this one. Yeah, sorry I keep walking away. I think it was this run. This doesn't show all of it. This is the Epic Collection, Fatal Attractions. But this, yeah, when Magneto comes down and tears up the joint. I have the comic of this that has the hologram cards. And it doesn't show. But he always had some amazing energy. I didn't always appreciate how he drew certain things. This style here is so much different than what he started out with in the, what's this, in the 80s. How much it's changed in the 10 years that he's been doing it. His figures got more square, more blocky. Did you appreciate his style more here? This is the X-Men Epic Collection, Fatal Attractions. I have this one. I have this one ends with Wolverine getting his adamantium tore out, and we get that by one of the Kuberts. It's so loud and crazy. Them Kubert bros went nuts, man. Because this is the this is Image, right? Image already is competing. So the guys that stayed behind, the Kubert Bros, Romita, they were showing off too, man. They were showing that it's okay that they left. And we got some really impressive. Cable's fingers were just squares. Yeah, he did a lot of that. But yeah, look at that. It's amazing to see the references that they've taken from their dad. This is one of the Kuberts. I think his style, I don't remember which brother this is more. Oh, so Adam Kubert. His style, I feel, is more stylistic than Andy's. I think Andy draws more like his pops. This dude does a lot of twisting. I think Andy was the one that was on Wolverine. He had more of a... yeah, but look how cartoonish that Grimace face is. Is he in pain or he dropping a deuce? I was reading these, but I wasn't collecting them. See, yeah, and this is Andy here. It's actually kind of cool to see both their pieces back to back. He always had this weird thing with eyes. You're like, yeah. I didn't. Me neither. There was a weird connection to them. I liked Andy because of his run on Wolverine. At that time, I was collecting, and I have 48, 49, and 50 with Shiva, and I collected a little bit more after that. But again, this was near the Image era, so a lot of my stuff was veering to Image before I just stopped collecting altogether. But you see his father's influence more on Andy, so I wonder if he's the oldest one, if he's older. All of these typefaces, and you can see these same type of archetypes for men in Kubert's Tarzan run. They were alright, man. They still couldn't. Jim Lee came and just like he shit on all of them, and then he dipped. He showed them what it was supposed to look like, and then he dipped. There goes Henry Cavill. I'm just playing. I got this book somewhere. This issue. Yeah, Romita got moved to Cable. Yeah, and like I said, like you, I think I stopped. Yo, but what a bonus to have in this collection is this Lee Weeks 5-issue Gambit story. That dude can render the figure like nobody's business. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Old school, new school. He is just so talented, man. One of my favorite. Look at that shot. One of my favorite in terms of figure work and composition. Wow, look at that. That looks like Silvestri. Who inked this? Did Dan Green ink this with him? Look at me pretending I know the who's who. Oh wow, I was way off, bro. Klaus Janson inking Lee Weeks. You got a great drinking story? Alright. That's so cool. You can see try to hold it still. You can see what he used for white line to delete the black to create that shape, those squiggles, squaggles. Ah, so good. Anyway, Is this the one I was using? No, I can't remember. What was it, number 2? My room is dry again. Yes, Saba, we gotta chill one day. With artboard, it's hard to do inking and then paint over, because I think if you do the inking style first, the way the artboard is, it's hard to get the lines tight. So this is actually not a bad idea to do it this way, because you can get suggestive with the line. There was a YouTuber that I used to watch. He did a few of these on big sheets. He was doing the grids on grid method on large sheets of paper, and then he would paint it on with acrylic. I think his name is Frogman or Frog something. I don't know if he's around anymore. There's no reason for Wolverine to be wearing a belt. Yeah, I don't know if I'm still a Romita fan. I'm a fan of his older stuff. I don't like his Superman run. I don't like the way he drew Superman. And he did a Batman story that was boring, man. It ain't his fault. He didn't write it, but good gracious. With Two-Face. Yeah, he is a machine, and he's learned how to economize his time. I think the last time I really liked his work was during World War Hulk. He got to really mess around. But I didn't dig his DC stuff that much. I'm gonna have to redo that background, but that's okay. Yeah. And I can see that. Well, he was doing it for years, man. He was doing it uncredited for years in the Marvel bullpen. He used to just be with his dad all the time. You ever see the video of them with Stan Lee? And he drew Punisher. He drew a bomb-ass Punisher. And then they did a challenge where they would do like 5-6 random lines. And so if John Sr. would do 5 or 6 random lines, and then his son has to finish it, create a drawing out of it, which is really cool to see. And vice versa. And Senior was such a ball buster. He I don't know if he gets credit for it, but he revolutionized the way Peter Parker looked. John Senior. He used to draw romance novels, comics, romance, and the girly books. All right. I only want to imply some of the muscle tones in his outfit here. I don't want to add too much. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is pull out one of the comic boards, man, the Strathmore, and just see and try to go nuts on something. Mr. Kilroy, welcome. I am using gouache. This is a Hemi, a mix between Hemi and Arteza, but it is gouache. And this is a artboard. Where did I get this one? can't remember where I bought this one, but I found some inexpensive artboards in the Dollar Tree. But what I think happened to Ramita Seb was that when he did Kick-Ass, because they were all young, he came out of that drawing a lot of his characters with that same type of youthful look, and it just doesn't work all the time. For my taste, I'm not trying to criticize the dude. The dude's a professional, and I'm not. I don't understand. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to slow down with my my brushes because I'm trying to get wispy, and it's going to get messy. So I got to slow down. I don't know what is that supposed to be, like blood on Wolverine's legs? Wait, dog, there's nothing wrong with the Dollar Tree, bro. When I went and saw their canvases, these boards, I grabbed a slew of this size. They're a bit thinner. You can kind of tell the quality is a little. But when it comes to practicing, and getting you, yeah, I don't front. No backing in the back, so you know for real. But it's really thin. I don't think these are the last of my, where did I get these from? Walmart, probably. So, I like it. You use what's available to you, and then you sell them for 3 times as much. I'm gonna add some life to his suit here. I think I got enough of the line work that I can move across. I'm digging the way it looks. Respectful to the original. But I want to get better at mixing colors. Gonna dry nice. I gotta find a way to get some of this highlight up here. That's going to be black in the inside, so that's okay. What always fascinates me. Oh yeah, I haven't used any gesso on these yet. I have on canvas, but I might have to. But I liked how rough these are. Like Saboteur says, yeah, we like the dead spots. But I have both clear gesso, regular gesso, and no texture and textured. I got something next to me. I'll show you in a second. When I paint on regular paper, like Strathmore paper or comic book sketch covers, Mr. Kilroy, I use gesso on those to hold and to eliminate buckling of the paper. So for this sketch cover, I used a smooth gesso to paint on top of it with gouache. Came out pretty good. And here we go. On regular Strathmore paper, printed this, used gesso on the same type of paper, and then painted on top of it. On this Dick Tracy cup. It's really big, and I got all this stuff on my desk. So yeah, I try to optimize and utilize everything I have here. Oh, I'm like, where's my Wolverine? I need the I need my no sir. I brush it on. So that Dick Tracy one, I inked it. Sometimes I'll use fixative for the inks so that the inks won't run. And then I'll paint on top of it. I use a brush to apply the gesso. What do you mean fine misted? What do you mean? You can dilute it that much? That's interesting. Huh. No, man. I am a scoop and smear type of guy. This is the regular white gesso. They're both white, and this is the clear one. But yeah, I am a scoop and smear over and smear. Don't tell me we can find misted on. Shoo. I'm gonna need a bigger brush. And of course it was dirty. I'm just trying to add a little bit more variety to his muscles. Huh. Couple of applications. Let's set now between them, then dry overnight from the non-drip applicator. No, if I have inks, if I put the inks down first, I will take it aside and spray fixative on it to preserve the inks. Let that set, and then maybe the next day or so I'll take I dilute it a little bit and just brush it right over everything a couple of times. I prefer the textured one, the textured gesso. I need to get some variety on that highlight. Or variety on the shadow. And I'm going to see if purple works on black, not black, on blue. I'm going to see if purple works on brown. I just want it to be subtle enough that it calls your attention, but not so much so that it ruins it. It ruins your attention. We're only going to be able to find out when it's done. But yeah, I did a Spider-Man, and I used dark purple on the shadows, and it looked really good, if I do say so myself. He got some I'm just trying to match some of the detail on the drawing. Oh, la muerte. I think that's all right. It's going to be all black. I have a acrylic gouache lamp. I think it's lamp black. But I don't think it matters. I think no matter what type of gouache you use, if it's black, it's going to be matte. So if you don't want the matte look, you just got to switch to acrylic and call it a day. I'd rather use a flat brush for these type of details because you could just, instead of being sketchy with it, if that makes sense. But we moving and grooving. Like I said, we hanging and banging. Ribbon and turn. All right. The purple is probably not that noticeable, but I'm going to add some black against it again. The purple kind of subdued my shadows, which is all right with me. I just needed to have a little bit more life than just black and brown. And most of this is going to be black anyway. I probably should start painting his face. So don't touch that dial. All right. Ow. I give some I just wanted to give some texture to his suit. See some bounce light or something. Alright. I'm gonna grab my square brush. Where are you, buddy? Maybe don't put your brushes upside down so that you can see them. I'm going to add some color to his belt. See if I can add some wisp. Give some detail by a single stroke here. A little something. Alright, how am I going to do his face? I didn't mean to dirty my green like that. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use some ready-made flesh tone. I'm going to work on the dark part because I want to paint over my lines. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do the... we're going to be all right. We'll do it together. And that's his lips. Then I'll take a lighter tone. That might be too light, but we'll see. You guys can't see it from how far the camera is, but I used that first layer as is going to be as my outline, because I'm using the lighter tone in between where I thought my lines were. He looks like he's smiling more than anything, ain't he? And then I might have to go back in there with the other brush. Let's get the inside of his mouth. Maybe that's a problem too. And I'm going to use gray for his teeth. Not dark enough. Not dark enough. And I also got to remember, when you're using gouache, gouache dries darker. Darker colors dry lighter, lighter colors dry darker. If that makes sense. So it's always, the heck is it going to look like? You guys ready for X-Men 97 season Gouache? That first season really did surpass expectations, in my opinion. I loved the original show. And they were never able to capture those same type of the same rhythms. And they were dark, some of those stories. The origin story of Mr. Sinister is super dark. If you guys get a chance, rewatch that thing. Man, that brow changes everything. And that might have been too much, so I may have to paint out some of that. Yeah, with the original show was very well done, and then it became kind of like a cash grab where the quality dropped. The stories didn't, but the quality dropped. But it sucks because no matter how good a story is, if it looks bad, we eat with our eyes first, and it's not going to hold the same type of attention. So, but if you got the Disney Plus, your boy got the feels, man, for the last episode of the original series. I don't remember ever watching it, and if I did, I was too young to. But it's spoiler alert. It's Xavier's hurting, and he starts saying goodbye to his X-Men, and it's like. And then it ends in a cliffhanger. This has to be darker. Because he is bent over. Just trying to reinforce those blacks. You just came back from Disney World? Wait a minute. Did you tell me that before? Did you change your name as well? He said it was hot. It's so funny, living down here, what people consider hot, and what us residents consider hot, are two different things. But other than that, besides it being hot, did you enjoy it? Your stay? Sorry, you didn't? Okay. All right. Oh, you don't gotta apologize. Wait, you didn't enjoy it? Or you didn't change your name? You didn't enjoy Disney World? What's up, Nick? 1970s edition, maybe. But the book, this one came out in '86. But I don't know. I don't remember when the burn suit came out. I'm doing an homage to this cover, my friend. 2 weeks, yeah, man. And we've been going through a drought, so I could understand if you're thinking it was too hot. I like the face. You know, that face looks. I mentioned the X-Men '97 because this face, the way it came out for me, looks a lot like the animated version. This is I'm trying to remember. Dang it. How many times I've drawn Wolverine or painted him. This is the benefit of having this tablet holder. For these small paintings, for these small canvas boards, it's perfect as a desktop easel. No, it moves a little too much, but if it had a lock for the swivel, it'll be perfect. Hi, Angie. When I finish, do I seal the painting? Yes, I use wax. I'm sure I can use a fixative, a spray. I've done it before. I've even used varnish, like an acrylic varnish. But yes, I use wax. I'm always afraid because, as you know, gouache is always active. Slash, meaning 5 minutes from now, 5 hours from now, 5 years from now, if I don't seal it and it gets touched by water, the paints will reactivate. So that sucks. But if you ever feel like you made a mistake, if it's haunted you, like certain mistakes haunt us, you can always go back and fix it. So if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I use, where is it? I use this Dorland's Beeswax, Dorland's Wax Medium. It does an amazing job sealing, and it creates a waterproof seal over it. So if you were to put water, which I've tried it, it'll bead off the page or the canvas, which no matter what, it's still kind of harrowing. Alright. His leg is bothering me because I don't have a placeholder for his claws, and it's gonna get messy here. Not messy, but I'm gonna have to end up doing a lot of guesswork. So, I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of these type of studies. I think you learn a lot about the mediums you're working on as you're trying to match certain things. But I don't want to copy outright, so I like the fact that I was able to use my own drawing style, even though I used the grid method to transfer. I think some artists have a certain opinion on the grid method. I used to discredit it because I was a young dingus. Now I encourage anybody to try it. Have I sealed on the comic covers? That is something I have not done yet. Like that Supergirl one, I have not. I probably should. I'm always nervous when it comes to that, to sealing. I've seen some absolute nightmares. All right. I have been lucky that I haven't had to deal with any of those nightmares. But I know I'm going to have to. I might just use a fixative or something. I did a Lobo portrait using ballpoint pen and painted over with acrylic. I did the underdrawing. Ugh, words. I'm going to use a lighter color for some of the detail in his arm. Painted it, and then I used fixative, and it made the black ballpoint bloom, and it looked really cool underneath. I don't know if I'm gonna do that with this. I'll probably just, I don't know if the wax will work on this. I'll probably have to put it aside and let it seal. I might just spray it with some form of protected. Maybe the fixative would still work. It's been dry and for a while, so I guess as long as it doesn't pool, it should be okay. I have some other ones that I've done and tried it with. But that's a good question, man. I didn't even think about it. You know what's fascinated me? These artists that I don't know what they use. I think it's acrylic, and they get the perfect like smear of line work, the perfect line with these long brushes. I don't know what they use, man. Alright, so I'm trying not to paint the claws because I'm going to use metallic paints. I'm going to use a pearl glacier blue and pearl white for Wolverine's claws, and I hope that works. That's a claw. That's a claw. And I also don't tend to use different types of media. I stick to painting, so you won't see me do much of color pencils on top of gouache like most artists do. So I'm not like other girls. So you won't see that. I try to stick to the medium I'm using. Claw, claw, claw. Scratch. I would love to though, but right now I think my mind can only take studying one medium right now. Can only take studying one medium, but not a subject. All right, so that is that. I'm gonna put this here, just for context, so we won't lose this boot. And I kind of like the way that looks, so I might end up doing the outline so that we can see the page rip. I think that's gonna save me some headaches if I do that, because that's the third claw right here. Liquid charcoal, isn't that? That's the thing that David Finch fell in love with recently. Yeah, it looks cool. Regular charcoal was my first love. My first dive into fine art. If we could even call it that. I can't imagine. The closest thing I have is these, hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, babe. A sketch and wash pencil that I have. It draws like a charcoal pencil. And then you can introduce some water to it. But I spend way too much money, man, on art supplies. And I really need to... I got canvases and sheets of all types behind me and around me, and I really need to get them out the door. You don't want boring lines? Vary the weight. Press down on that brush. Instead of trying to be so delicate and straight. I'll show you right here. Start soft. Bounce it. Bounce it. And then let it trail off. It adds so much life to a simple line. That's the claw, that's the claw, that's the rip. Janet, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And if I see you on the comeback, I should be back this afternoon. I'll still be finishing this thing off. I'm going to try to get this done by the end of the day. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Bye. Bye. Claw. I think that's enough for the...
I came with a pen and a plan. 2 hands, 1 vision, 1 stand. From the block to the voice I was built. Turn the pressure to purpose and skill. I hear the old heads nod when I speak. Got the young ones watching every leaf. We can build, we can bloom, we can rise. Put the truth in the room, let it fly. Talk that real, keep it clean, keep it moving, keep it mean. From the soul to the screen, we don't borrow, we lead the scene. To the round table. Arts of the round table. Mellow is my name. Mellow is my name.
I think all of these artists in this era took so much influence from Klaus Janson.
For the kids in the back.
And they all worked on almost the same stuff.
For the mama working double, no break. For the brother trying to make a new lane. No hate in the cypher, just heat. Real talk with a smooth little beat. If the world get loud, I get calm. Hit the pain in the art, that's the charm. Talk that real, keep it clean. Keep
I don't know what any of this detail is, but I'm gonna add it because it looks cool.
to the screen. We don't borrow, we lead the scene. Arts of the round table. Arts of the round table. Mellow is my name. Arts of the round table. We came to change the game. Yeah. Pass the mic, let the circle grow. One for the heart and the people who know. Every good word got a way back home. Every true sound is the
I'll tell you what, they knew what they were doing. It's just adding those bits of energy around the figure does add a lot.
Arts of the round table. Arts of the round table.
I'm gonna draw this arm, fix that.
Mellow is my name. Arts of the round table.
Now armpit.
Shame game. Arts of the round table. Arts of the round
Adding a little extra doodads. We get close. Just do it. Just do it, come on. Just do it. Lucy Clueless, welcome. You caught me while I was painting my Wolverine drawing. Oh no! You bastard! Did you guys see that? My wonderful easel. It moved on me. I put too much weight on the top and it bounced. You can't even see it. That's funny. I'm gonna add some more lighter yellow to that suit, to that belt. And I like that little fang. I'm gonna have to add a fang to the other side. It wasn't too bad. It'll get a little smudge right there. Boy. I've had worse happen. I've had I get a case of the Butterfingers, and I've had the brush fall, just slip right on my hand and roll all the way down one of my paintings once. I cried. Tis what it is. Trying to refine these lines. Yeah, see, I was earlier, I was just singing the praises of this. This isn't a real easel, this is just a tablet holder. You could put your iPhone or not an iPad and all of those, even your drawing tablet. I was just saying how awesome it was, and then it betrayed me. Alright, so that needs color, that needs color. Fix the boot. Taking care of the stuff I can right now. I gotta get blue in there. I love the looseness of the lines that they provide. I'm gonna add some of that lighter color to his boot, but I might figure it out. But I think I might darken it so it can look a bit more realistic. That boot sticking out, that'll be a bit more in shadow, and this will be a bit more in light. But we're not really caring so much about how realistic something's gonna look. It ain't that type of game. Alright. Should we start adding some of the... Let's do it. These colors are really interesting. These metallics, which is what I'm going to use for Wolverine's claws. Starting with the blue highlight. I don't know if it's gonna. Too many I don't know, so let's just get it done. I think it's gonna be difficult to see. Well, you guys can't see it, period. The only way I think it's going to work is if I darken up that background. And it's thicker, it doesn't travel as... That's alright. That's a giant claw. I'm okay with that. I'm okay that they're giant right now because I am going to... I can do a clawectomy when I start painting the background again, which I'm going to need to do. So I'm going to add this color first. I don't know if this is going to have the desired effect I'm looking for, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Oh, yeah, right. Really can't see the magic. It is thick paint though, because even if you have it on your brush, you dip it in water, dip your brush in water, normally what gouache does when it hits the water, it'll start dispersing. This thing don't move. So I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, here we go. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be applied. I'm gonna have to probably go over it with white. Well, there you go. Is that what I gotta do? I gotta gloop it. And then what I'll do is I'm going to do a splatter effect to emphasize the shine. Makes sense? Should I do his eyes? Is that tacky? We'll find out later if it's tacky or not. Tachyon. Okay. I think we're losing the effect of that tear. Excuse me. Boop. I just booped it. I'm just gonna go hardcore with the white here for the page rip. Move that over, move that down, so you guys can see it. And I think this is gonna be the last piece I'll do in the next few minutes. And then I will catch you guys later on this afternoon so that I can go run some errands. Yeah, I think that's not bad. We did a lot today. We're almost done. I think tighten up that background, smoothing out the transition here. I may have to go a bit darker so that he can stand out. But if I go darker, I may have to go lighter on his suit. But that's all right. We're on the layering stage, so. Just gonna gloop up this some water. White is one of the most versatile colors on this thing, man. But it will overpower. I'm varying the pressure on this also, so that some of that blue shows up. And it looks like this page is being tattered, tore up. You know what, just out of giggles, I'll do a little hole there. This has to read that it's going to this claw. That's a bit more dynamic than the cover. Then I can come back with some nice red. Do that. All right. This here. I gotta remember this claw. I think I'm gonna end up having to draw the outline to the claws anyway, just so that we can see it. I'm gonna put a nice sharp right here, but I'm going to move my artwork. I need a stiff brush. Right here. Shink. I'll add some dramatic line. There's one. And right here. Even though I'm going to draw and paint over this, I want to start that effect. Know what I mean? Okay. Me gusta. All right. I'm gonna let this layer dry up. Get my little Jesus. So we'll need a little bit of Jesus in our life. I think I'm gonna try to finish this. I need to draw something, Sebo. I really need to draw something. So I'm gonna clear out my table, move the camera up, get a big sheet of comic book paper, and I don't know what I'm gonna draw. I think this might be, if I don't finish this one later on this afternoon, I'll finish it tomorrow. It's pretty much done. I just gotta tighten up. But I have been having a hankering. I've been feeling like I don't want to say stagnant because that's not the word. And I'm like holding myself back from overreaching on certain ideas that I have, and I don't know where to go to finish those ideas. I don't know if that even makes sense. It's madness. But I got some stuff to study and look at and figure out. Yeah, man. I'm not sure. But this is coming along pretty good. I got some time to think about what I'm gonna do later. I may just finish this for tomorrow. Maybe even finish it off screen. It's pretty much done. You gotta sign it. Yeah, dude, you gotta keep a little bit of your style, even when you're doing homages or some covers, tribute pieces, because then it's just copying. It is copying, but I kind of like Where is it? That's better. You know, it still has some of the ink work. I like how this one came out a little bit brighter. It could just be the way the paints are, the way the material is. Let me take care of this real quick. So yeah, I'm not sure, man. I just know I gotta draw something later. So, stick around, be amazed. Stay curious. Stay curious, tune in. I'm gonna add some more of that pearlescent. You could kind of see it. Yeah, you could kind of see it. I'm gonna do some spray with it so it can pop. Ooh, you mean like this logo? The Spider-Man? I wasn't planning on it. It was just gonna be the image. That square face is very Howard Shaken looking. The X-Men logo? I didn't give myself space. I gotta do that. Next time I do an homage cover, I'm gonna see if I can do all of the whole cover, including the side panels, the small panels. Do it. Do the movie. I want to show. Little Silvestri homage in watercolor. I'm gonna take it out of this piece. My Wolverine isn't on this paper? It should be. Must be in that one. I thought it was bigger. What do you say? What do you say? Make him a draw. Do it. Would love to see what the full, what is it called? Yeah, the side box. Oh, dude, that would be. Yeah, the next time I do a cover, I'll try to do all of it. But the hardest part is going to be the typography to match it. Hell yeah, man. See, that's the type of stuff you got to do. I think I'm going to start doing full page studies. I need to start tackling the stuff that I want to put on my stories in my book. And I think the best way to do it is just crib on my favorite artists and do what they did and see if I can study it and figure it out that way. Break it down scientifically. I actually really do like the way that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten this. My Silvestri. I think it's Silvestri. Yeah, it's Silvestri. January 5th, 2024. It's one of the last watercolors that I did. I did this, I did a Venom and a Batgirl. This was cool to do. It's mostly ink. Mostly ink and washes. Give you guys the zoomage. See the whole piece. I can't sit still. Alright, here we go. That's enough. And then boop, 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 boop. One of my first gouache paintings. This is where I fell in love with that yellow, that awesome color. August. I wish I could redo that. Well, I haven't treated this, so I can actually go back in here and fix that if I wanted to. See, I tried not to do the comic book ink lines. It kept them open, except for some spots. I love that stuff. Where's the last one? Wow. Oh man, my back is jacked. I used to do this thing. I used to do these videos that I would call panels to paint, where I would take a panel from a comic book. Green did the inside. Panels from the comic book, and then copy them and then paint them. This is my swipe, my panel study of Mark Teixeira's run of Wolverine. I added the eye. I added the eyeball. But it just has so much energy in the face compared to what I was doing on mine. I wish I had this brightness here, but I used an underpainting of blue in the center, and it dulled the yellow. Still looks cool though. And then I kept his hairy arm with no color. What was the other one I did? Oh, and then I did a John Buscema alien. Sad face alien. This is from his Silver Surfer run. I'm looking at a Silver Surfer book drawn by John Buscema, and this is the panel that I decided to study. I had I lost my job when I did this one. soon before. I drew this soon after I lost my job. So there you go. I see, right? You're coming into the weekend, out of the weekend, like, yeah, gangbusters, womp womp. So I think I'm gonna do it again. I think, and I tried it with some my Usagi. There you go. Using gouache like watercolor. This was early. Anyway, I'm calling it. Maybe we'll figure something out later on what to do. I might go back to panels to paint and do a whole panel. That would be kind of dope to do the whole sheet, study it. I've seen it done. Not making a scanned version of it and inking over. Would be really cool to do too, but I want to see if I can do the whole piece and study the whole piece. All right, so that is my Tuesday. So I'm gonna clean up. That looks cool side by side. There you go. Got too much glare in here. You know, why not? Oh, here you go. I like the way that Ulysses claw came out. That's the screenshot right there. All right, party peoples. Thanks for hanging out. This is Archer of the Round Table. It's right there. It's right there. My name is Mello. And God bless you. Love you, mean it. Until next time, I will draw you guys later. Bye-bye. See you later, Sabo. Peace.